Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about joint variation. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we are told to solve for the indicated variable in each of the following equations. Now in joint variation class, there are two or more variables involved. So let's try number one class for us to understand this one. So z varies jointly as x and y. Z equals 60 when x equals 3 and y equals 4. Find y when z equals 80 and x equals 2. So first thing that you need to do, class, is you need to convert this mathematical sentence into a mathematical equation. So you convert this one, class, the first sentence into a mathematical equation. So z varies jointly as x and y. So you can write that one as z equals k then xy. So this is the same with z varies jointly as x and y. So all of the equations, class, must be multiplication. So you have k times x times y. So once again, z varies jointly as x and y. You can write it one as z equals k then x times y. Do not forget, class, there's always k there. Alright, now next step is we need to find k. And once we get k, we can just simply substitute k from the last sentence, class. So why is that, sir? Why is that? You will be asking a question. Why do we need to find k, sir? Alright, now when we solve for this one, class, the last sentence, find y when z equals 80 and x equals 2. So we're told to find y. So if we're going to find y, so we don't have y for this last sentence, class. We don't have y. We don't have y. It should be x. We don't have y. We have z and we have x, right? But we cannot find y because we don't have k as well as we don't have y. So if there are two variables unknown, therefore we cannot solve this one, class. It should be only one variable unknown. So what will be the thing that we will do, sir? So the thing that you will do is you need to find k. So once again, you cannot solve the last question because you don't have y and you don't have k. But you only have z and x. Okay? And you don't have this one, you don't have this one. So that's why you cannot solve for the last question. So the thing that you will do, you need to find k. How will you find k, sir? You can find k given this second statement as z equals 60 when x equals 3 and y equals 4. Alright, so simply substitute the value of z, x, and y in the second statement. So our z is 60. So that would be 60. Okay, let me just write it in blue. 60 equals k, then your x is 3. X is 3, then your y is 4 times 4. Once again, class, if you have k, x, y, it means k times x times y. That's the same, class. K times x times y is the same with k, x, y. Alright, and then you multiply. So you can multiply this one. K times 3, that is 3k, times 4, that is 12k. Or we can just simply multiply the number first. 60 equals k, 3 times 4, that is 12. Alright, and then k times 12, that is 12k. So once again, class, k times 12, it should be 12k, class. Number should come first before the variable. So it's not k12, class. We don't have the word equation k12. It should be 12k. Alright, and then to get the value of k, you can just simply divide both sides by 12 to eliminate this 12, class. So that the remaining equation will be k. So divide by 12, divided by 12, I think that is 5. 60 divided by 12, that is 5. Let me check, class. 12 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10, carry 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 60. So 60 divided by 12, that is 5. So 5 equals k, or that's the same with k equals 5. Once again, class, this is just the same, class. Do not be confused. This is just the same. 5 equals k is the same with k equals 5. So once again, in this scenario, you just simply multiply k, x, and y given the second statement, class. So k times 3. So if you're good in this, k times 3, that is 3k, times 4, that is 12k. But if not, you can do it individually. Multiply this one, and then multiply k and 12. So our k is 5. Now, once you get k, you can just simply substitute this k from this equation, class, given this last statement. Last sentence, class. We're told to find y when z equals 80 and x equals 2. So once again, copy the equation. Z equals k, x, y. So our z, for the last statement, we have 80. So z is 80. 80 equals, our k is 5. So we already have the value of k, which is 5. Then multiplied by our x is 2. And our y class. Do we have the value of y? Nope, we don't have the value of y in our last statement or last sentence. We are told to find y. So simply write y. So this will be 80 equals 5 times 2 times y. So what's the answer, class? 5 times 2 times y. So 5 times 2, that is 10, times y, that is 10y. Alright, and to get the value of y, you just simply divide both sides by 10 to eliminate this 10. So divide by 10, divide by 10, so that the remaining equation will be y. So you can cancel this out. Alright, so 10 divided by 10, this is 1, so you can cancel this out. 80 divided by 10, that is 8, equals y, or you can write it 1y equals 8. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right? For number 1. So that's how you solve, class, for the joint operation. First, you find k, and once you get k, simply substitute k from the last statement. Alright, so there you have it for number 1. Let's try number 2. We do have 3 examples, class, for you to really understand how to solve joint operation. So let's try number 2. Once again, class, if you have some questions with regards to joint operation, any equation that you want to be answered, go ahead, class. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below in our YouTube channel and Facebook channel, because we will be answering that one. You can actually message me, class, in our Facebook channel anytime, class. Just go ahead. Feel free to leave a comment, class. We will be answering your questions. Joint variation, inverse variation, direct, combined variation. Go ahead. If you're confused, just leave a comment, class, and we will be answering that one. I will give you the answer, and I will explain it to you how to solve that one. Alright, so number 2, x varies jointly as w, y, and z. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 variables involved, class. X, w, y, and z. So x, w, y, and z. So x, you can write this one as x varies jointly as w, y, and z. So you can write this one as k. Do not forget, class, there's always k, then w, y, and z. So once again, just do not forget that there's always k, the constant. So you can write this one as x varies jointly as w, y, and z. There's always k there. That's the equation, class. Very easy, right? X varies jointly as w, y, and z. Simply multiply all of the variables. Alright, so find x. So the second statement, x equals 18 when w equals 2, y equals 6, and z equals 5. Now the last statement, class, it says find x. You're told to find x when w equals 5, y equals 12, and z equals 3. So find x, this one. So you're told to find x, and you don't have your k as well as your k, but you have your w, you have your y, and you have your z, but you don't have x and k. So once again, the first thing that you need to do is you need to find k first. So find k given the second statement, this one. X equals 18 when w equals 2, y equals 6, and z equals 5. Given all of the 4 variables except for k. So we have x, w, y, and z. So first thing to do, you need to find k given the second statement, class. So substitute x equals 18. So x is 18 equals, we have k, you need to find k, and w equals 2, so times 2, then y equals 6 times 6, z equals 5 times 5. So once again, class, it's multiplication. The k, w, y, z, if you have variables close to each other, it means multiplication, class. Do not be confused, class. It means multiplication. So this will be 18 equals, so 2 times 6, so we just answer this one, class, directly. So I hope you understand this one. You multiply the numbers, then multiply it by k. So 2 times 6, that is 12 times 5. So 12 times 5, that is 60, right? Or you can multiply 6 and 5. That would be the same answer. 6 times 5, that is 30. Times 2, that is 60. Times k, that would be 60k. I hope you understand this one, class. Multiply 6 times 5, that is 30. Times 2, that is 60. Times k, that is 60k. And to get the value of k, you can divide the equations by 60. Divide the equation by 60 so that you can cancel this out. And our k equals 18 over 60. Once again, class, this is just the same. 18 over 60 equals k. It's just the same with k equals 18 over 60. Now, next step, class, can we divide 18 by 60? Nope, we cannot divide. Once again, class, do not divide this one because you will get a decimal answer and it will be more complicated if you're dealing with decimal. So do not divide, class, because we cannot divide 18 by 60. We get a decimal answer. Next question, sir. Can we reduce? Okay, next question. Can we reduce the fraction to the lowest term, to its lowest term? Yep, we can actually reduce this one. Sir, is it necessary, is it mandatory to reduce the fraction to its lowest term? Yep, class, that's actually mandatory that you always reduce the fraction to its lowest term. So, what would be the greatest common factor, class? What would be the GCF? I think we can divide this one by 6, right? Can we divide 18 by 6? Yep. We can divide this one by 6. Can we divide 60 by 6? Yep. We can divide this one by 6. So therefore, our k equals 18 divided by 6, that is 3. 60 divided by 6, that is 10. That's it, class. That's your answer for k, 3 over 10. Now check, class. Can we reduce 3 and 10? 3 and 10. Nope, we cannot reduce. So therefore, this will be our final answer for our k. Alright, I hope you get this one, class, that you always reduce your fraction to its lowest term. That's actually mandatory. So do not divide 18 and 60 because you will get a decimal answer. Instead, you need to reduce the fraction to its lowest term. And our answer is 3 over 10. Now, once we get k, we can just simply substitute k from this equation. So copy x equals k, w, y, and z. So this is, you find x, you're told to find x, so copy x equals, your k is 3 over 10, so we have 3 over 10, and your w is 5 times 5, your y is 12, so we have 12, then your z is 3. We don't have enough space, so you pause the video, class. I will be erasing this one, so I hope you get this one. Our k is 3 over 10. So let me just write k here, 3 over 10. So k equals 3 over 10. So you pause the video, class. I will be erasing this one. Alright, so our x, you're told to find x. So find x, copy x. Your k is 3 over 10. So your w is 5. Once again, class, you copy this one, this equation. W is 5, y is 12. Z is 3. Alright, so the thing that you will do, class, you just simply multiply. You can actually reduce, class, this one. 10 and 5, you can reduce this one because 5, we can divide it by 5, and 10, we can divide it by 5. So it's up to you which do you prefer. You can actually multiply all of the numbers on the top because understood that the numerator, there is a denominator of 1. Always remember, class, any numerator, okay, any numerator, there is a denominator of 1. So that's understood, class. Any numerator, there is a denominator of 1. So you can actually put 1 here. That's actually the same. 12 over 1 is just the same with 12. So you can multiply the numerator, class. 3 times 5 times 12 times 3. Then multiply the denominator, 10 times 1 times 1 times 1. Of course, the denominator is 10. So we do have 2 solutions, class, but not worried. We will be explaining the 2 solutions. So first, you can multiply the numerator and then multiply the denominator. So multiply the denominator, 10 times 1 times 1 times 1. So that would be 10. Then multiply the numerator, 3 times 5 times 12 times 3. So let's multiply first. 3 times 5, that is 15, right? So 3 times 5, that is 15. Then times 3. 15 times 3, that is 45. Then times 12. So I multiply first, class, the small numbers. 3 times 5, or you can have this one, class. 3 times 3, that is 9. So 3 times 3, that is 9. Times 5, that is 45. Then 45 times 12. So let me multiply 45 times 12. So this will be 2 times 5, that is 10. So 0, carry 1. 2 times 4, that is 8 plus 1, that is 9. 1 times 5, that is 5. 1 times 4, that is 4. So 0, then 9 plus 4, that is 14. Carry 1, then 5. 504 540. So 540. So 540. Alright, so you add class 5, and sorry, 0. So you add this 1. 9 plus 5 is 14. Carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 540. Now, 540 divided by 10. So 540 divided by 10. And if you're dividing 10, just simply cancel the 0 class. You can actually cancel the 0. So 540 divided by 10, that would be 54. Or 54 divided by 1, that is 54. Or if you're confused, class, you go ahead, you can divide 540 divided by 10. So 54 divided by 10, that is 5. 5 times 10 is 50. Subtract 54 minus 50, that is 4. Bring down 0. 40 divided by 10, that is 4. 4 times 10, that is 40. So you will get the same answer, class. For me, just simply cancel 0, class. Cancel 0. Then you will get 54 divided by 1. But if you're confused, go ahead, class. It's 540 divided by 10, that is 54. And this will be your answer, class, 54 for x. Now, the second solution, class, you can cancel this out. So, second solution. What will be the second solution, sir? So, x equals 3 over 10 times 5 times 12 times 3. So, you can actually cancel this out, class, 5 and 10. So you can cancel this out, or you can divide 5 divided by 5, that is 1. 10 divided by 5, that is 2. So instead of 10, we reduce this 1 into 2. So 5 over 10, we can reduce this 1 as 1/2. Why is that, sir? Because 5 divided by 5, that is 1. 10 divided by 5, that is 2. 5 over 10 is equivalent to 1/2. And then you multiply, class. So you have 3 times 1. So it would be easy, class. 3 times 1, that is 3. Times 3, that is 3 times 3, that is 9. Times 12. So once again, 3. Or you can multiply 12 times 3. So 12 times 3, that is 36. Times 1. 36 times 1, that's 36. Times 3. 36 times 3. So 18, carry 1. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 1, that is 10. 108. Alright, so this will be... Once again, 3 times 1 is 3, times 12 is 36, times 3, that's 108. Divided by, understood that there's 1 here. So 2 times 1 times 2 times 1 is 2, times 1 is 2, times 1 is 2. 108 divided by 2, you will get the same answer, class, 54. So it's up to you, which do you prefer. You can have this solution. Okay, you can have the solution, or you can have this one. Just multiply the numerator and the denominator. Alright, so let's try number 3. What if, sir, if we have a decimal dividend? So this will be our example, class, for number 3. Q varies jointly as R and S. Q equals 2.4 when R equals 0.6 and S equals 0.8. Find Q when R equals 1.6 and S equals 0.01. So this will be quite complicated, class, since we're dealing with decimal. Alright, so do not worry, class. We will be explaining this one step by step. So first thing, you write the equation. Q varies jointly as R and S. So you can write that one as Q equals K, then R times S. So Q equals KRS. And the next step is you need to find K given the second statement. So you have Q given 2.4, R equals 0.6, and S equals 0.8. So you copy the value of Q, substitute, class. Once again, second statement first for you to find K. So that would be 2.4 for Q equals, you don't have K, so you need to find K. Because we cannot answer the last statement, class. You are told to find Q, we don't have Q, and we don't have K. So that's why we need to find K given the second sentence. Q equals 2.4, then R equals 0.6, so copy K, then R is 0.6. Then S is 0.8. Alright, so next step is we need to multiply this one, class. Multiply. So this will be 2.4 equals, so 0.6 times 0.8, that is 0.48. So that will be 0.48K. So if you're confused, let's multiply 0.6 times 0.8. So 8 times 6, that is 48. 8, carry 4. 8 times 0, that is 0, plus 4, that is 4. 0 times 6, that is 0. 0 times 0, that is 0. So you add. So copy 8. Bring down 8. 4 plus 0 is 4. Copy 0. how many decimal places? So we have 1, 2, count the number of decimal places in the given decimal, 0.6 and 0.8. So we have 1, 2. So starting from this right, the last point, so you move 2 units to the left, 1, then 2. So that's why you have 0.48. Alright, so 0.48. Now to get the value of k, you just simply divide the equation by 0.48. So divide by 0.48. Divide by 0.48 so that you can cancel this out. Alright, so this will be 0.48, 2.4 divided by 0.48. So we just cancel this out. So 2.4 divided by 0.48. So let's divide. Just simply move this pointless from left to right. So 1, 2. So instead of 0.48, it will become 48. And now once you move your divisor 2 units from left to right, you also do that on the dividend to make the equation balanced, class. Once again, once you move any unit from this divisor, if you move 2 units left to right, therefore you also move 2 units from this dividend, class. So this will be move 2 units, 1, then 2. So instead of 2.4, it will become 240. You add 0 plus. So this will be 48 divided by 240. I hope you understand this one, class, dividing decimals. But if not, I will just put the link, class, in the description down below with regards to dividing decimals. Alright, once again, make your divisor to become a whole number. To make this one, just simply move 2 units from left to right. So 1, 2. This 0.48 becomes 48. Now, once you move 2 units from this 0.48, you also do that on the dividend. So our dividend is 2.4. So you move 2 units, 1, starting from this decimal, 1, 2. So that's why you have 240. So 240 divided by 48, I think that this is 5. So let me check. 48 times 5. 5 times 8, that is 40. 0 carry 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 4, that is 24. 240. So once again, 24 divided by 48, that cannot be. So we will be using 240. 240 divided by 48, that is 5. 5 times 48, that is 240. Subtract 0. So therefore, 2.4 divided by 0.48, that is 5 plus. The answer is 5. Even if you use the calculator, 2.4 divided by 0.48, the answer is 5. 5 equals k. So therefore, that's our k, class. 5 equals k. Alright, so let me write k here. K equals 5. So that's it for k. Now, once you get k, you can just simply substitute k from this equation. So you pause the video, class. I will be erasing this one. Alright, so I apologize, class, if our time it will take long because we need to explain this one, class, step by step. So therefore, our q, find q when r equals 1.6. So q, then k is 5. Then r equals 1.6, and then s equals 0.01, so 0.01. Alright, so first thing, we can multiply this one, and then multiply this one by the last 0.01. So let me multiply 5 times 1.6. So 1.6 times 5. So this will be 5 times 6, that is 30, 0 carry 3. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3, that is 8. Then you copy how many decimal places for the decimal. So we have 1. So therefore, 1 decimal places. So therefore, starting from this point, you move 1 unit. Alright, so that would be 8.0. So 1.6 times 5, that is 8.0. You can actually write 8 plus. That's the same. 8 and 8.0 is just the same. Or let's just write 8.0. That's actually okay. So Q equals 8.0 times 0.01. Alright, so once again, 1.6 times 5, that is 8.0. And then you multiply it by 0.01. So 8.0 multiplied by 0.01. Alright, so let's multiply. This will be 0.01 times 8.0. So this will be 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 0 is 0. Then you add. So bring down 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 0 is 0. Then 0. Now you count how many decimal places. We have 1, 2, 3. So starting from 1, 2, 3. So starting from this point, on the last part, you move 3 units to the left. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so our Q, the answer will be Q equals 0. So 0.080080. This is just the same class with equals to Q equals 0.08. So once again, class, this is just the same. You can actually remove this last 0 class. This is just the same class. 0.080 is just the same with 0.08. So therefore, our answer is 0.08. That's it, class. Quite complicated, right? If you're dealing with decimal. So that's how you find Q, class. So once again, I do apologize, class, if our time takes long because we need to explain this one step by step. So once again, you try this one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check if you really understand our topic. So you try this one. So Z varies jointly as X and Y, and Z equals 60 when X equals 5 and Y equals 6. Find Z when X equals 7 and Y equals 6. So you try this one, class, and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check if you really understand our topic. So once again, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students, class. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.